Hey, what's up, guys? While Showtime is stalling, uh, let me go ahead and do a quick pre-fight on the remaining fights tonight, man. It's the meaningful fights. Um, this Uz Tagaki, Uz got whatever the hell his name is, Uzi guy, whatever. Man, the New York State Athletic Commission, man, they should just cancel that fight, man. Just before I hit the mute button, they saying that they cleared the guy to fight, man. This guy they claiming had some blood in his urine, and then they sending the urinalysis to the hospital to get it checked out and all this kind of shit, man. I'm telling you, man, if I was a decision maker, that shit would have got canceled on the spot. Hell, we would not be taking no chance, no risk. If this guy getting hurt, injured in the ring, man, and then somebody come back and say, "Well, you let the fight happen. He had blood in his urine, all that kind of shit," man. I would take zero chance. This is the same New York who let Magomed Abdusalamov take too much damage against Mike Perez, and then didn't even send him to the hospital in the ambulance. Send him in, told him to take a taxi. And then the guy, he had strokes and went to a coma and all that, man. And the guy's life is not the same. It has to be taken care of. They got to take donations to take care of the guy. So, I would not take any chances if I was New York, man. I would not, but the guy's coming out to the ring now to have the fight, man. And, I think it's crazy, man. I would take no chances. All right, I really cannot comment on that fight. Don't really care about that fight. Let's get to the biggest fight of the night, the main event. Wilder and Ortiz, man. Look, I have not been a Deontay Wilder guy for various reasons. All right, I'm an Anthony Joshua guy. All right. At one time, I was a Luis Ortiz fan. But when you fail multiple drug tests and have suspicion around you, I cannot support you anymore, man. If you fail once, maybe it was some kind of mistake, whatever. I can kind of forgive you on that, but once something happens again, man, you know, and if you were not, cleared big time. Like Cyborg when she was ill, and then something came up, and then she got cleared or whatever, But it's been too much, suspicion and kind of failures around Luis Ortiz, man. So, I will not claim to be a fan of the guy anymore. If I absolutely had to pick a winner for this fight, I would have to say Wilder because of the youth and the speed, and the size. It's called like it is. Ortiz, when he got in the ring with Malik Scott, he could not put him away, man. He looked slow. He looked old. His reflexes did not look that great. Have not looked that great. And his speed has not looked that great either. So he still has the power, of course. And he only needs to land one good flush time on Wilder, and he could change Wilder's life. But man, if I absolutely had to make a pick, I would pick Wilder, because of the things I said, size, power, youth, speed, all those things, man. But I have placed a wager on this fight, and it is on the under 9.5 rounds. That seems like gold to me, man. I could not believe when I first saw that, I think a week ago, that under was at a minus 150. Shit, that under should have been at least a minus 300, man. People should have dove on that shit. If this fight sees the halfway point of the 10th round, man, I would be shocked and disappointed, man. Unless this turns out to be Joshua Klitschko 2, I would be disappointed, man. Somebody should get hit and stopped relatively early in this fight. This fight, in my opinion, should not go past 6 rounds at all. It should not go past 6. Hell, it really should end inside 3 rounds, man. I think Wilder's either gonna do one or two things. He's either gonna be on that back foot being cautious like he was against Spielka and against, a bunch of them other guys, Gerald Washington, but he was getting outboxed in those fights, in my opinion. Starting slow, on the back foot, looking for an opportunity. And then when those guys went against the ropes, like fools, that's when he caught them. Guys make the mistake going, near the ropes against Wilder, that's when they get caught. But, is Wilder going to come out and do that, or will Wilder do what he did against the Vern? Where he's going to stand in the middle of the ring, claim his territory, and, throw hard, meaningful shots, try to get him out of there quick. In my opinion, in my estimation, I think that's what he's gonna do, man. I think Wilder's gotten to the point, his mentality and his ego, he feels unstoppable, he feels invincible, man. He feels that nobody can mess with him in the boxing ring. And he really believes he is the best and doesn't really fear anybody. So, I'm thinking that he may possibly try to have a duel. He will not necessarily take a back step against Luis Ortiz, showing him respect and shit like he used to do. That's just the vibe I've been getting from Wilder, man. I have. Now, if he does that back foot circle in the ring game, in my opinion, he's going to be dropping rounds, going to be losing, man. And Luis Ortiz takes the center of the ring, he'll be throwing the punches, Wilder be moving, not throwing punches like he was against Joe Washington. And, that will not go well for Wilder, man. In my opinion, the first person to get hit flush, man, that's gonna be the guy who takes it. So, really, what I want to see in this fight, I just want to see somebody get knocked out, man. And they got to be a KO. It could be a TKO. I just want to see a clear stoppage. Nothing controversial, nothing to stop too early, nothing that's no foul, no DQ, none of that kind of stuff, injury, none of that kind of stuff. I want to see a clear winner, man. A clear stoppage, somebody clearly got hurt and stopped, could not continue. I don't give a damn who it is. Either one of them, I don't care. I just want a stoppage, especially before the halfway point of the 10th round. All right. Now, the other boxing on HBO, this Dmitry Bivol, Dmitry Bivol against Sullivan Barrera. Look, I don't know much about Bivol, man. I have not seen the guy fight. I can never recall any of his fights. This guy is as high as it looks like on ProBoxingOdds.com right now. He is as high as a minus 850 favorite over Sullivan Barrera, who is as high as a plus 5-7 underdog, man. Look, I am a fan of Sullivan Barrera, man. Barrera can fight. He has power and skill, man. I hope he wins this fight. I think these odds are ridiculous, man. Who is this Bivol guy, man? Is he the second coming of Andre Ward, second coming of Sugar Ray Robinson or some shit, man? He's this kind of favorite over Sullivan Barrera, man. This guy, he must be a hell of a talent, man. Hell of a fighter with some skills and some serious power, man. The way these odds look, he ought to have Barrera finished within 6 rounds. So, I'm interested to see what happens in that fight. I will be recording the HBO fights and probably watching them Sunday morning or some shit, man, or late if I can stay up past midnight, which I might not be able to stay up too long, man. But nah, man, this I'm rooting for Barrera in this fight. I am, so because I'm a fan of his, man, and I think he's been disrespected with these odds. So, and with the main event on HBO, Kovalev fighting who's this guy, McCulkin or whatever his name is, Macaulay Culkin, whatever his name is. Look, Sergey should get a stoppage in that fight, man. He is as high as a minus 3,333 favorite, man. I looked at this McCulkin's guy's resume. He lost once, maybe in the midway point of his career, and then he came back and he won IBO title. I think against a guy who was 27-0. So, the guy he clearly is a fighter. He took a loss and he came back and he won a share. It was a lesser title, but he won IBO title, and that says a lot to me. And the guy has not been stopped yet in his career. if I remember correctly. So, I'm interested to see what happens in that fight. But I played that fight and I go to distance. All right. Let's see. Now let me switch gears to UFC. All right. Um, and I'm gonna talk about the main card. All right, the first fight I believe will be Casagano against Caitlin Vieira. Oof. Okay, this Caitlin Vieira, she looks like a beast. She is actually the favorite in this fight, while Casagano was the underdog. While Cat has historically been, the better fighter, she has been out, man, since what UFC 200. She's been out a long time, man. Um, and I think that is probably a big reason why she's underdog in this fight. So what would she look like in her comeback fight? This girl Vieira, I believe, is undefeated and she's a beast, man. So that should be a good fight. All right. Andrei Arlovsky and Stefan Struve. Struve should win that fight. He is the favorite. Not a huge favorite. I think he is as high as the highest is minus 220 on Stefan Struve. Orlovsky's old, man. Look, Orlovsky, he has power. He could clip Struve maybe and hurt him and put him down and out. But Struve's a young guy, big guy. He should be able to use his size and win this fight, man. His size, youth, and win this fight. All right. Okay. This O'Malley, Sukumar, whatever his name is, that fight, or I really cannot comment on that fight. The odds are close. I really cannot recall anything about either of these guys. This O'Malley guy looks like Howard Stern with his face and his haircut. All right. But that's really all I can say about that fight. All right. Brian Ortega and Frankie Edgar. I have not seen a whole lot of Brian Ortega. I missed the fight he had with Cub Swanson. I think that may, I'm pretty sure it's probably the biggest win of his career. Frankie Edgar, man. Frankie Edgar is what he is. He may be 36 at this point at least. At the youngest, I'm definitely sure he's past 35 at this point. Man, that's old for a lighter weight fighter, man. That is up there, man. He really has not shown any signs of slippage. He took a bad loss to Aldo at UFC 200, and he came back and he dominated Yair Rodriguez last year, man. So what does Frankie have left? Is he on the downside? So that's what we're gonna see, man. I'm not playing that fight. This is a dangerous fight. This Ortega guy, he undefeated guy. He took out Swanson. The guy has skills, man. He's highly ranked. So this was a dangerous fight for Frankie to take, man. When he had a title shot, Max Holloway got hurt, and that's how he lost his shot. Of course, Frankie got hurt when they had the fight scheduled before, but I guess Frankie needed to make him a payday, and man. It's a dangerous fight, so we're gonna see what Frankie is in his career, man. All right. And finally, Cyborg and Kunitskaya. Look, I have never seen a full Kunitskaya fight. I've just seen some of these highlights and lead up to this fight. I don't know much about her except she is fine. Damn, she fine. Oof. And she trains with Holly Holm at Jackson Wink. I'm like, shit, why they not offering a streaming service so I can see them two training together? Shit, I want to see them two doing some jiu-jitsu together. But man, Cyborg, I would think should win this fight. She's a heavy favorite, man. She should win this fight inside the distance. Hell, if she lands 2 punches flush on Kunitskaya, they need to stop that fight because I do not want that woman's face getting messed up, as I find she is. All right, but man, the thing with Cyborg is, man, look, man, while she is still the best, while she still has speed and power, do I think she's at the peak of her powers? No. I mean, she's aging. She's not ancient, but I think she's in her early 30s at this point. I mean. At some point, if she continues, I just feel like the age is going to catch up. And, it's not a matter of if, but when, it's a short fight on short notice, not a long training camp. She should win this fight, man. She should win by stoppage. But it's getting to the point to where if somebody stops Cyborg or beats Cyborg in some way, I'm not gonna be surprised, man, because she's been around a long time. She's aging. She's in her early 30s. I thought she clearly beat Holly. I had one even round. I had Holly win one, and then Cyborg won the other three. So I thought it was a clear win for Cyborg, but you know, she just is that age, man. That's kind of getting the concern for me with Cyborg. Not her skills. Her skills are still damn good. Her speed, her power, everything. She still is the best. That's how far ahead she was over these girls, man, and still is. Maybe we'll see. So. And I played that fight to not go the distance, so yeah, the way the odds were, it was best to just play the fights to not go the distance instead of picking winners inside the distance. The money, it was not a significant loss with those plays. So those are my plays for the night and my picks. Hope we get some good fights tonight, man. It's a stacked night of fights, man. HBO, Showtime, and pay-per-view, man. Hell, it's nights like this where I wish at least one would not be on, and then that whatever fight that would be saved for a weekend where we had nothing to watch, man. 'Cause I hate having weekends with no fights, man. So I think that's it, guys. This the real Kunitskaya fight is on. I'm hardly paying attention to it while I'm doing this pre-fight. But I will switch back to UFC prelim, see what's going on there, and I will check in with you guys after the fights, man. But hopefully we get some great fights, great memories and moments tonight. Wilder Ortiz, I want somebody to get stopped, man. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I just want somebody to get stopped. I want a clear winner. I do not want to see some Ngannou Stipe shit again, where they got the guy, we want to see a knockout, supposed to get a knockout, and the guys go 5 rounds and shit, man. Go the distance, man. Do not want to see that shit. I want somebody to get hit, hurt, and finished clearly. No controversy, nothing like that. I do not want to get ruined. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will check in after the fights. Thanks for watching.